Big few days in the college basketball world. Good one here. Marquette, Oklahoma. Dennis, you love the play call here for Chase Ross?
Well, I like it, but the bad spacing and good contest, without fouling Oklahoma right there, you give them credit, but I would like to see some better ball move, better player movement, because there's just a lot of dribbling going on right there, DC.
And you're down one, you got to get a shot up before there's like 5 seconds of offensive rebound or get foul and go back the other way. Crazy.
Porter Moser is the coach in Chicago, gets the win in Chicago for Oklahoma, and then we go to the world's most famous arena, and Seth, UConn had it cooking.
Yeah, they sure did. That was solo ball. And UConn got back to full strength. You see Alex Caravan drilling the three-point shot. Illinois looked totally overwhelmed. Eric Riba from the Bullet School of Potomac, Maryland.
There you go.
I don't get to do that often.
Yeah,
Boswell, the DMV, baby.
Boswell was pretty good for Illinois, but he didn't get a lot of help. And then late, the bank is open.
The bank is open in Madison Square Garden.
And a foul.
Amazing shot by Malachi Smith. He buries the three. UConn takes care of business. They only have one loss on the year, and that was a tremendous college basketball game against Arizona. So now we're going to play a little game of buy and sell. And we take a look at some of the top teams, maybe some of the top storylines for expectations were sky high for some of these schools. Let's do some buy and sell. Let's start with...
Is it buy or sell to get to the Final Four? Give me the parameters we're buying and selling.
General.
Big picture for now.
I think
you guys want to stand on the fence.
For now.
You guys.
Are they going up or are they going down?
Only because it's December the 1st on Monday.
What's your stock pick now?
It's always
and
the
we can
Ivy
always
League guy
reassess.
who got to be like, the
I need
Ivy
the
League guys
technicality
really
of it.
want
Okay,
to
so
pin you down
when
on
I
the
see
details.
that list, 4 of the 5 schools, expectation is national championship or bust. I don't feel the same way for St. John's. I think their Final Four are bust. So let's dive into it a little bit further. Let's start with Duke. You went to school there. Buying or selling?
Definitely buying. I mean, the upside
Shocker.
and this growth potential. Hey, I'm all about my own stock when it comes down to that.
There you go. Smart play.
No, I mean, first of all, they're young.
Yep.
And obviously they have an unbelievable freshman in Cam Boozer, have a couple other freshmen who are going to get better. This has a chance, much like last year, to be an elite defensive team. Right now they're 4th on Ken Palm in defensive efficiency, and they're 2nd in height. Remember, last year they had the #1 size in terms of height in the country. So really good team. Good win against Arkansas yesterday. I think they got nowhere to go but up.
I'm going with sell because what concerned me against that Arkansas game was the guard play down the stretch. It's hard for me to have a point guard on the floor shooting 50%, and you got to make free throws when you get close to the tournament. Now, it is early. By the end of the season, do I think it will get better? I hope so. But that's the only thing concerned about Duke is the guard play making shots down the stretch.
See, this is why we're picking it now. November, buy or sell. You talk to me in league season.
There you go.
I do think they're going to learn more about themselves this year. The ACC is better.
Right.
Last year was non-competitive for them, and they thrashed teams, but they didn't play any close games.
Right.
They got in a close game against Houston. They got tight, and guys fell apart. So I think they'll be tested more. I'm excited to see the guards and develop. I love Dame Sarr a lot. Obviously, Cam Boozer's great. Carlos is my boy. He's not going to love this. I wouldn't buy them to be a Final Four team right now. I'm picking 4 teams. They would not be in my top 4 because of the youth overall and because of the guard position. And Cam's awesome, but he can't be a one-man band. The other guys have to find their role within him being great.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Seth here. I think Cam Boozer, when it's all said and done, is going to be National Player of the Year.
He's the odds-on favorite right now.
I think he's an amazing college basketball player. As far as NBA, we could dive into that throughout the year, but you have Cam Boozer, winning pedigree, Columbus High School. I'm going to trust Duke. Let's go to UConn right now, Dennis. Buy or sell the Huskies?
I'm buying all day long, all because of Danny. Danny will have this team ready to play. They're tough, inside out. They can shoot the three. So early on, you lose a couple ball games. That's good for them because now you go dissect what you need to work on for the big picture. So I'm still buying UConn.
I'm buying him. I think how hard he's been on guys like Silas Demery, we're seeing the benefit. I watched him thrash my alma mater, Columbia, a couple weeks ago. Guys, he threw up a challenge with 90 seconds to go in the game, up 30. Like, he challenged the play. He is a little maniacal
Sounds like
right
something
now.
you would do.
Debatable,
right? Debatable.
Down 30, get me on the bus and get me out of here. Or up 30 than that.
Buy or sell UConn?
Yeah, I mean, to me, he's got better players, right? So he brought in a couple of transfers last year who didn't pan out. He had the injury to Liam McNeely. He's got more guys, I think, is what, when you're bringing in transfers, there's so much guesswork. I think you need depth, not in terms of wearing people down, but just when guys aren't playing well, guys aren't panning out. We mentioned earlier they got back to full strength today. Both of those players, Reed and Mullins, were on minutes restrictions, so they weren't much of a factor. And they still thrashed what I think is a really good Illinois team. So, yeah, I'm buying UConn.
All right, all consensus here on UConn. Let's go to Gonzaga. They looked really good until they ran into Michigan.
This is a tough one because it's hard to get that. There's recency bias exists.
Of course.
So we just saw what happened there. That said, I still think their guard play is good enough and going to get better. I like their bigs, and their bigs play about as bad a game as possible. Give me Gonzaga as a potential Final Four team.
I'm a little nervous. Why? Because the way you got exposed against Michigan, they said, EK and the rest of you big guys, shoot the three all you want. We don't believe what we've seen so far. That concerns me because now that's proven tape that, hey, if these guys don't shoot the ball consistently from the outside, now you're only inside team. I'm going to go ahead and sell for now.
Yeah, I mean, I think what happened yesterday, as bad as it was, to me, I'm still buying Gonzaga. I think they're a really good team, very well coached, and they're going to have a very high record coming out of that league, and then for a very high seed, a little bit of an easier path.
How many times they won their league? Like 23 out of the last 26 years.
Mark Few's win percentage is over 80%. Let's go to Florida, and quickly, we got 2 more schools. What do you think?
I'm selling Florida. In fact, I'll jump ahead. I'm going to sell Florida, and I'm going to sell St. John's for the same reason, guard play. They just don't have it. And in Florida's case, both of their case, really, we think about the offense, but it's defensively, their guards are unable to stop dribble penetration.
Tell me this, which team has the bigger chance of getting better? Like, which team you think could change the most between Florida and St. John's?
Well, Florida's worse right now, so maybe they have more room for improvement. St. John's ceiling, I think, is higher.
Interesting.
Yeah, Florida's got real problems.
How about when you see those 2 schools?
That's a great question because I'm trying to figure out who's going to buy into the team quicker, Boogie Fan or Ian Jackson? Which one of those guys? Because both transfer, they both very talented, come out of high school. I'm thinking I'm going to go with Ian Jackson will buy in quicker because of Rick Pitino.
I think St. John's is a higher ceiling. I think the dominant big guy that they have and getting those guards better and being able to guard the ball, I think, is a better upside. Like Xavier Lee a lot, like Boogie Flan, but those two guarding the ball and offensively when the ball's got to be in their hands, it concerns me overall.
That is a tough one because Florida has a backcourt of Fland and Lee, and if you watch them on Instagram, those guys are awesome.
No, you're right. They're a highlight reel, but we're talking about winning basketball to get to the tournament, though. That's different.
I totally.
But not as important.
There you go.
Instagram is more important.
The SEC, the league itself, though, too, the league is way better than the Big East. So the challenge is Florida's got to win some games and get paid off for it to get a higher seed. St. John's may be able to stack enough wins to get a better seed despite their struggling in the non-league season against power conference.
Somebody said this to me about St. John's, and I was like, man, they're right. 6 games they can win with that shooting or lack thereof from 3.
Yeah,
because their last 4 losses going back to last year in the tournament, they have shot a combined 26% from three-point range. So every time they lose, Dennis, you know what they need? Dennis Scott. They need a shooter like
I think every team in the country needs Dennis Scott.
Hey, baby. Leave it. You got to shoot it with confidence.
Washington's not at full strength. They're going to need some guys to step up in a big way. Colorado, Washington, that's next here on truTV.